Have you ever felt like you're playing a game where someone else is holding the controller? You want health, but you get sickness. You desire abundance, but your bank account reflects lack. You yearn for love, but you find yourself in relationships that feel empty. It's a frustrating, disempowering experience that leaves you feeling like a victim of random, external circumstances. But what if I told you that you are not just a player in this game? You are the one broadcasting the signal that designs the entire level. What if your very DNA is a conscious living antenna, constantly sending and receiving information from the universe? And the life you're experiencing is simply the universe answering your call. This isn't a metaphor. This is the intersection of quantum physics, biology, and ancient wisdom, revealing a truth so profound it will change the very foundation of how you see yourself and your world. The reality you inhabit is a direct, undeniable reflection of your internal state. You have been creating your life all along, but you've been doing it unconsciously, broadcasting a signal of your past traumas, your limiting beliefs, and your deepest fears. The good news is that today, right now, you can learn to consciously change that signal. You can become the master of your own frequency and begin the work of deliberately creating a reality that aligns with your soul's deepest desires. This journey is about remembering the power that has been dormant within you, waiting for you to claim it. The solution to creating a new reality isn't found in working harder, struggling more, or trying to manipulate the world outside of you. The solution is to change the signal you are broadcasting from within. Let's start with your biology. For decades, we were taught that DNA is a static blueprint, a fixed code you inherit and can't change. Modern science now reveals something far more extraordinary. Your DNA is a dynamic, light-emitting antenna. It is constantly broadcasting what are known as biophotons, tiny packets of light that carry information. This isn't science fiction. It's a measurable biological fact. The key is this: the pattern of that light, its coherence, is directly dictated by your emotional state. When you feel emotions like gratitude, love, or joy, the light emitted by your DNA becomes highly coherent and harmonious, like a perfectly tuned laser beam. Your cells communicate flawlessly. Your body moves toward health and regeneration. Conversely, when you experience stress, fear, or anger, that light becomes chaotic and incoherent. It's a scattered, weak signal. Your cellular communication breaks down, and your body moves into a state of disease and contraction. Every emotion you feel is a literal instruction that modifies your biology in real time. But it doesn't stop there. This biological signal, this frequency of coherent or incoherent light, is broadcast from you into the quantum field, the invisible sea of energy and information from which all physical matter is born. You are not just changing your body with your feelings. You are sending a direct command into the field of infinite potential. So, why, if this is true, do so many of us feel stuck, recreating the same unwanted experiences over and over again? The answer lies in the architecture of your mind. Neuroscience has demonstrated that about 95% of your daily thoughts, behaviors, and emotional reactions are governed not by your conscious mind, but by your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is a repository of programmed beliefs and deeply ingrained emotional memories from your past, especially from your early childhood. If you grew up feeling that you weren't good enough, that love was conditional, or that resources were scarce, those experiences became hardwired into your subconscious. They became your identity. So even if your conscious mind, that tiny 5%, is affirming, "I am worthy, I am abundant," your subconscious, the 95% powerhouse, is broadcasting the old frequency of unworthiness and lack. This creates a state of internal conflict, of incoherence. You are sending mixed signals to the universe. And the universe, the quantum field, doesn't respond to your words or your positive affirmations alone. It responds to the dominant frequency you embody, the vibration that comes from the core of your being, which is largely controlled by your subconscious programming. You cannot build a new future while you are broadcasting the energy of your past. To truly change your life, You must go deeper. You must bring the unconscious into the light and begin the work of reconditioning the mind and body to a new emotional state. This is where the real work begins, and it is simpler than you might think. The key to rewriting your subconscious programming and changing your broadcast is not to fight your negative thoughts or suppress your unwanted emotions. That only creates more internal conflict and strengthens the signal you're trying to change. The key is to practice awareness without judgment. When a feeling of fear, doubt, or unworthiness arises, instead of identifying with it and letting it become you, you simply observe it. Imagine you are the vast, open sky, and the emotion is just a passing cloud. You notice it, you acknowledge its presence, and you let it drift by without clinging to it. This act of conscious, non-judgmental observation is incredibly powerful. In quantum physics, this is known as the observer effect. The act of observing a particle of potential changes its behavior, causing it to collapse from a wave of infinite possibilities into a single, defined reality. In the same way, when you observe your own emotional state without judgment, you are disengaging from the automatic subconscious program. You are pulling your energy out of the past. You are no longer being the program. You are the consciousness observing the program. In that space of pure awareness, you reclaim your power. You can then consciously choose a new emotional state. You can ask yourself, how would the person I want to be feel right now? And you can begin to generate the feelings of gratitude, wholeness, and love from within. This practice, done consistently, begins to create new neural pathways in your brain and reconditions your body to a new emotional baseline, fundamentally changing the signal your DNA transmits. Let's go deeper into this concept of your signal, because understanding this is the master key to creation. The universe operates on the principle of resonance, like a tuning fork that causes another tuning fork of the same frequency to vibrate. The quantum field will organize matter, opportunities, and events to match the frequency you consistently broadcast. The signal you send out is either coherent or incoherent. Coherence is a state of profound inner alignment. It's when your thoughts are aligned with your feelings, your heart is aligned with your mind, and your actions are aligned with your intentions. When you are in a state of coherence, feeling gratitude for a future that has not yet happened, feeling love for life itself, your heart and brain create a powerful electromagnetic signature. This is a clear, strong, laser-like signal that you are sending into the quantum field. It carries a distinct message, a precise set of instructions for the reality you wish to create. The universe receives this clear signal and has no choice but to mirror it back to you. Incoherence, on the other hand, is a state of internal civil war. It's when you think one thing, I want to be wealthy, but you feel another, I am terrified of losing money. You want love, but you believe you are unlovable. This internal conflict creates a scattered, chaotic, weak signal. It's like trying to tune a radio to a station while constantly changing the dial. The universe receives this garbled static and can only reflect back a reality that is equally chaotic and unpredictable. Epigenetics shows us that this process is biological. A coherent emotional state of love and joy literally signals your genes to express health, vitality, and longevity. A state of incoherence, driven by stress and fear, signals your genes for disease and breakdown. You are, at every moment, instructing your body and the universe through the quality of your internal energetic state. Your job is not to chase outcomes in the external world. Your job is to cultivate and maintain a state of internal coherence. So how do you integrate this into your daily life? This isn't about sitting in meditation for hours a day, detached from the world. It's about turning your entire life into a practice of conscious energy management. The moments that used to trigger you are now your greatest opportunities. When you're stuck in traffic, instead of broadcasting the frequency of frustration and anger, use it as a reminder. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what am I broadcasting right now? Then, consciously shift your state. Feel gratitude for the car you're in, for the music on the radio, For the simple fact that you are alive and breathing. When you have a difficult interaction with a coworker, instead of getting pulled into the drama and broadcasting a frequency of conflict, become the observer. See their reaction not as a personal attack, but as a reflection of their own internal state. Send them love silently and return yourself to your own center of peace. You can do this anywhere, at any time. Take a moment right now. Feel the energy in your hands. You might feel a tingling, a warmth, or a sense of vibration. That is not your imagination. That is the quantum field, and you are influencing it with your awareness. Make it a practice to check in with your internal state multiple times a day. Place reminders around your home or office. Set an alarm on your phone. Every time you check in and consciously choose a more coherent emotion, you are rewriting your subconscious, strengthening your new signal, and casting a powerful vote for the new reality you are creating. This is active, conscious participation in the creation of your life. As you begin this practice, it is crucial to understand that your current reality has momentum. You have been broadcasting a certain signal for years, perhaps decades, and the quantum field has been faithfully mirroring that back to you. When you start to transmit a new frequency, the old reality doesn't just vanish overnight. Think of it like turning a massive cargo ship. The captain may have turned the wheel, but the ship will continue to travel in the old direction for some time before it slowly begins to change course. During this transition period, your senses will show you evidence of your old reality. This is the moment when doubt will creep in. Your mind will say, "See? It's not working. You're still broke. You're still alone." This is the most critical test. Doubt is just another frequency, another subconscious program trying to pull you back into the familiar past. Your job is to observe the doubt without becoming it. Acknowledge the old reality presented by your senses, but do not give it your energy or emotional reaction. Instead, you must hold the vision of your future and feel the emotions of that reality as if it were already here. This is where faith, true faith, comes in. It is not a blind belief. It is a knowingness that your inner world is the cause and the outer world is the effect. Ancient teachings have told us this for millennia. The Bible says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This isn't about your fleeting thoughts. It's about the deep, sustained belief and feeling state held in your heart. Vedanta philosophy speaks of Brahman, the unified field of consciousness, and Atman, the individual self, as being one and the same. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Science is now providing the framework to understand these ancient truths. Your sustained, coherent inner state is the mechanism by which you, the Atman, command the field of Brahman to manifest a new reality. You are standing at a profound crossroads. You can continue to live as most of the world does, believing that you are a product of your circumstances, reacting to an external world that seems to happen to you. Or you can embrace the truth of who you really are. You are not a victim of reality. You are its creator. The universe is not separate from you. It is a magnificent mirror, reflecting the truth of your internal state with perfect, unwavering accuracy. The power to create a life of joy, abundance, health, and love does not lie in some external source. It resides within you, encoded in your very DNA, waiting to be activated by your conscious choice. The work is simple, but it is not always easy. It requires you to turn away from the distractions of the outer world and become a master of your inner world. It asks you to choose love when you are surrounded by fear, to choose gratitude when your senses show you lack, and to choose wholeness when you feel broken. This is the hero's journey. It is the journey of returning to your authentic frequency, the frequency of your soul. Your only task is to cultivate and sustain inner coherence. The quantum field will take care of the rest, organizing the perfect people, opportunities, and synchronicities to match your new vibration. The goal is not to control outcomes, but to become the person who is an energetic match to the reality you desire. Your new life is not something you have to chase. It is something you allow by becoming it. So make the commitment today. Commit to observing your thoughts, to feeling your emotions without judgment, and to consciously choosing the frequency you broadcast. This is your power. This is your birthright. The journey to remembering your true self as a conscious creator starts now.